Hello friends, welcome again to my channel. So uh, today we are going to discuss this problem from the code shape, and the problem title is Little Elephant and T-shirt. So basically what is given in this problem statement, so instead of elephants we would consider it slight change. We'll just consider it as a persons. Okay, so there is a friends party, and there are a number of persons going into that party, and basically in that there are 100 different types of t-shirts. Okay, uh, whatever persons are there, they are having different types of t-shirts, and total number of different count is 100. Okay, so the ask is no person has or no two persons share the same type of t-shirts. Okay, no two persons wear same type of t-shirts in the party. So that is the ask. Okay, so what we have to do here is we have to count how many number of ways are there, so that whatever persons are going into the party, they can wear the different types of t-shirt. And if you see the total number of constraints, so this first is the number of test cases, that is a 10, and n, so basically n stands for total number of persons, so that is again 10. Okay, so constraint wise it is very much small, and the second dimension we are given as a t-shirts, that is a 100. Okay, so now if I talk about some of the sample test cases, so here what they are saying, total numbers of test cases are 2, and for the first test case, there are 2 persons, so person 1 can have 3 type ID and 3 and 5 type ID t-shirt, whereas person 2 have 8 and 100 type of t-shirt. Okay, so if I want to make a combination, if both the persons are going into the party, and that way I can think of it if person first wear 3 and second 8, so that is one combination. Now the another is 3 and 100, that is the second combination. This 5 and 8, that is the third, and 5 and 100, that is the fourth combination. So that's why the output is 4. Similarly, if I talk about the second test case, so there are total number of 3 persons, and this is their wardrobe, that is they can have 5 type ID t-shirt, 101. Second, for second there is only one t-shirt in his wardrobe, that is type ID 2. For third one, he has 2 different types of t-shirts, like 5 and 100. Here if person 1 wears the 5, then the third person cannot wear the 5, otherwise this will be the duplicate. Okay, so that we have to avoid. So there can be another way, 5 to 100 or 100 to 5, because 100 also not possible. And another combination is 1 to 5 and 1 to 100, so total number of combinations or ways are again 4. Okay, so you can read the description as well, they have mentioned these things or the possible ways in the explanation part. Yeah, so now here is the spoiler. So basically I have solved one of the problems from the LeetCode. The problem, it was related to the number of hats and number of people, and this is exactly the same problem. I would say only thing is here the title is different and the constraints are different. Okay, so here again instead of hats we have t-shirts, and for instead of persons person thing is common, if I just ignore the elephant. Okay, so the thing is, the spoiler is, to solve this problem we are going to use the DP with the bit masking technique, because I have to find out the number of ways or number of subsets. Okay, so whenever it comes to the subset, so one of the possible areas or one of the possible categories is bit masking technique. So that is one of the best techniques to form the subsets. So you can always think of the bit masking whenever you have to calculate the number of sets. Okay, so this is just one of the gists I would like to mention when you do the competitive programming. Okay, now coming to the code part. Okay, so here I have created the solution for this problem, and as I mentioned, before jumping into the code, so here you can see like I have created this like a general tabular view to understand it better. So for person 1, in his wardrobe he can have like 1 4 6 t-shirt of ID, like these are the IDs. For second person it is like 1 3 5 9, similarly for 3 and up to 10. So these are like different sets we can have. Okay, now coming to the next part, like so here when you accept the input, or so it is slightly tricky in terms of Java. So what you have to do, like first you have to accept the number of test cases, then you have to for each test case you have to input the number of persons. Then what I'm doing is this PT is a two-dimensional array. So basically the purpose of PT is like number of persons, those are my rows, and secondly there are up to 100 t-shirts, and like 1 to 100 it is inclusive. So just to avoid the index out of bound, I am just taking it as a +1. okay, and after that what I have to do is these two lines you have to add, because you cannot just do with the next int or next line or next. So basically to shift it to the next line, you have to first call the next, then your cursor shifts to the next line, and then you have to read the complete line including the spaces. So that's why I have called the next line. Okay, once that is done you have to just call the split function, so it will give you the array. So to understand it, so basically if I want to read this entire line I have to call these two things. Okay, so that is the purpose, like to accept the dynamic input. Okay, now after accepting it, what I am doing is, so here first I am just converting my string to my integer value, and what I am doing is this PT, like for person I, for ith person the t-shirt ID value. Okay, I am just putting it as a 1. So like for example, if I want to say, or if I want to check for this one, okay, let me draw it again. So for example, for person 1 my two-dimensional PT array will be like for person considering the 1 base index, so 1 PT of 1 comma 4 is equal to 1, PT of 1 comma 1 is 1, PT of 1 comma 6 is 1, and for rest of the t-shirt IDs like 2 3 10 it will be 0 for first person, because he doesn't have those t-shirt IDs in his wardrobe. Okay, now coming to the next line of code. So after that, like here I am forming a DP array just to calculate, like just to store the pre-calculated result. Okay, and the thing is like here again it is a 2D. the reason is I have to generate all the combinations. Okay, all the combinations for n person, and the total number of n is 10. So basically this is nothing but it looks like this thing. So when I shift 1 to the left by 10 times, so it is generally 1024 value. Okay, and again to avoid the out of bound exception I am taking it by +1, so that is the 1025. That is the total number of possible rows, okay, or sets. And secondly, like again I have to have my set based on the t-shirt IDs. So t-shirt IDs are in the range of 1 to 100, so that's why it is by +1, with the same reason to avoid the exception, that is 101. Okay, now initially I am setting my array to -1. This two-dimensional DP will be containing -1 value initially. Then I am calling this count ways function. So this is a very same function, I would say, which I have already used in my previous problem for the lead code. Now here only thing is the constraints are different. So first thing, like when I talk about the mask, okay, so this PT array is very clear to us. Now this is is number of person, then second is third parent is the mask, then I stands for the t-shirt ID, and this is the DP array. Okay, so I guess t-shirt ID is again like fine, like it can be 1 to 100 value, and when it goes to out of 100, so that is not a valid combination. So that's why in that case I would return the 0, because there are no possible ways to allot the t-shirt or persons can wear different set of t-shirts in a party. Okay, now coming to this mask. Okay, So whenever we talk about the DP with bit masking, so basically whenever we talk about the masking, okay, so it is nothing but, in a simple word, mask is equal to just a set, and which can contain combinations of 0 or 1, sorry, 0 or 1, or 0 0 0 dot 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 whatever it is, or 1 1 1 dot dot dot. Okay, so it can be the combination of like 0 and 1 value. Okay, and like once all the bits are turned on, so it means that like all of the people, like whatever n people are there, so those are wearing different types of t-shirts. Okay, and to do that, like if it is matching with this one shifts by left, shifts to the left by n times minus 1, it means that, for example, uh, basically I have already explained this thing in my previous video. So for example, if n is equal to 4, so that value is going to be like 100. Okay, now to convert it, shift 1 to the left by n times, so it is going to be like this thing. So instead of 4, I would not take it for less complexity. I will just take it as a 10. Okay, so now if I shift it to twice, okay, so it is going to be like, just a minute, so if I shift 1 by 2 times, so it is going to be like 100. Okay, so that is nothing but the 4. Okay, now again if I do the minus 1 out of it, then it is 4 minus 1, it is going to be 3, and the representation of 3 is 1 1. So basically to say that when n is equal to 2, so means total number of persons are 2 in the subset. So if both the bits are on, so I can say like this is a valid case. So both the people are wearing different t-shirt IDs, okay, or t-shirts of different IDs. Now next to that line, we have already talked about this one. Now if my result is already calculated, then I am just returning that DP of mask I value. Now this is a typical DP problem. So here what I can say, sometimes like for example, if I talk about this case number second, so here I can take a call like whether this person 1 should wear the 5 or he should not wear. So there are always two possibilities, okay, for each input value or for each type of t-shirt. So this is the first thing, to skip t-shirt. Okay, so I can just take I plus 1 value, so he will move to this next one, that is a 100 type ID t-shirt, or if he wants to wear the t-shirt. So this case is covered. Now secondly, if I want like if particular person, so for each of the person what I have to do is I have to check whether that person is having t-shirt of that particular ID. If it is 1, then only I can check whether that person is already wearing that t-shirt or not. Okay, so first thing, like why I have done this thing. So here it will help me for the PT of like a person, jth person, whether he contains this t-shirt of ID, okay, I value. So if it is 1, then I can check for the next thing, okay, that is a mask, okay, whatever subset I have created, and again I check with this whether that particular bit is set. So shift 1 by j times. If it is 0, it means that that jth person is not already having the t-shirt of I type. Okay, so that way I can add it to my answer, and here I have to do the OR operation. So with the help of OR operation I can set the jth bit to 1 value. Okay, so that's why like this mask or shift 1 by j times operation is required. Then I can move to the next t-shirt, that is the I plus 1, and again the answer value can be large, so I have to perform the modulo operation, that is the 10 to the power 9 plus 7. Okay, and finally I have to store this value into my DP mask of I. Okay, so it can help me to avoid the solve the sub problems again and again. Okay, so I guess that's the solution of this problem. And yeah, so I will be providing this solution on the GitHub, and I will mention this GitHub link in the description of this video. Okay, and regarding the time complexity, I think so here like it is going to be the number of persons into the total number of combination, like 2 to the n into 2 to the power n into 100. Okay, so that is the overall time complexity of this problem. Yeah, I guess that's it for now, and thanks for watching the video, and I will be updating more videos on bit masking with DP technique in next coming videos. Thank you.